We're having another look back in time at this Watts case. It is a case that's all over this channel. As I said, I started off by supporting. I couldn't believe that people would be so horrible to a woman that had died and she was pregnant. I mean, why were people being horrible? So I started to make a channel to protect this person as this story started to unfold. But then we got more information, and the more information we got, you could see that none of it was adding up. Anyway, this is about these children being put in the oil tanks with 8-inch hatches. I did a couple of videos on it before. 8-inch hatches, and here they say that she was 4 at her death, but look at the years. It does say she's born in 2013. So look, 1, 2014, 2, 2015, 3, 2016, 4, 2017, 5, 2018. So, okay, she's born at the end of 2013 and she died the middle of 2018. So she's born 2013, yeah, died 2018. So that means that she was over 4.5 years old. Anyway, we're just going to put this little video on because I put a few pictures together. So, she was 4.5. I thought one of them had their birthdays. So maybe that was Cece then. But anyway, they're saying she's 4, but she's 4.5 at least. And there it tells you the date, December 17th, August the 13th. So she was 4.5 years old. And Cece was 3. So, if you take that as the thief hatch that he was supposed to have put them in, and the hatch is only as wide as this, and you're trying to get shoulders of someone else this big in at least, do you see? He couldn't have gone in there. He just couldn't. This is only one little bit of this case that doesn't add up. Yeah, they are small. They're just a testing, so they can put things in and test how hot the oil is and that. It's not supposed to be to put a human in, it's a testing thing. Supposing when it's bubbling away in these things, if it's doing that, put the lid down, come back later when the oil isn't bubbling. But you can see there, you cannot fit something bigger than the hole without completely smashing it up. Yeah. Yeah, Saratoga Trail. But then I am going to show you with a teddy bear I've got, which is about the same size as that one with a baby. You can see the teddy bear does not fit into the baby. This one here says that a 4-year-old is approximately 11.8 inches. So Bella was not the biggest of children, was she? So say 11 inches. So she could not have gone in the tank without being, I'm sorry, bashed to pieces, which they weren't. So you cannot get 11 inches into an 8-inch hole. This one says 12 inches. This one says typical shoulder width for a child is 12 to 13 inches. So that's more than the 4-year-old. But anyway, we're going to carry on because I've got obviously a chart, another chart. So they've all got to be different. But when we look down this chart here, for a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old shoulder width, which the other ones are saying are bigger, they're still too big. Let's go back. They are still too big for the tanks. The tanks, the child would have to be a year old to get it in. And probably not 9 months, because that's just babies and children's standard size. So here are 9 inches and 9.5 inches, but the other ones were bigger. But anyway, still cannot fit in the tank. Anyway, let's go on. So I also made this little video, but I redid it because I couldn't remember how old Bella and Cece were. So yeah, there you go. So that's another one. But even that one, they are too big to go in the tanks. So I get my ruler. It's a post ruler. You know, you put letters in there to check how big they are. But on there it's got millimeters. And you need 202 millimeters for 8 inches. So I don't have a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old with me. And in a moment I just get a fuse. Which is something small. There was a fuse I saw. To see, to put it on there to show the 220 millimeters, which is just coming up here. I'm going to put it on there. There it is there, and I'm going to put it on there. And then what I'm going to do is, because I don't have a child, but I have a teddy bear, and obviously the teddy bear is not going to be the same size as a child, but at least it's an object, and it's so big. But that's the size of a baby. Anyway, just an ordinary teddy bear. When I stick the teddy bear onto there with the fuse just there, the teddy bear is over the fuse, because you can't see the fuse, can you? And that is just a little teddy bear who doesn't have the width of a human's shoulders. So anyway, I'm going to turn it round now so that you can see it the other way. So there's the marker. Put the teddy bear on. Well, it doesn't have the width of a human. The teddy bear is over the arm, and that is all over the fuse, and that is just a teddy bear. So there's no way children who are going to have wider shoulders, one said 12, one said at least 9.5. So to get something through, it has to be smaller, and these children were bigger. So no way did it happen. So if you take that as the thief hatch that he was supposed to have put them in, and the hatch is only as wide as this, and you're trying to get shoulders of someone else this big in at least, do you see, he couldn't have gone in there. He just couldn't. This is only one little bit of this case that doesn't add up. Yeah, they are small. They're just a testing, so they can put things in and test how hot the oil is and that. It's not supposed to be to put a human in, it's a testing thing. Supposing when it's bubbling away in these things, if it's doing that, put the lid down, come back later when the oil isn't bubbling. But you can see there, you cannot fit something bigger than the hole without completely smashing it up. Yeah.